Yo, this is supposedly a CIA way or former CIA explaining how to disappear completely and never be found again. And this heads up is a sponsored video. I'm just curious because of the title, but heads up.
This video is sponsored by ghostphone.co. Here are 4 things you need if you want to disappear and vanish. I'm a former CIA officer. I teach people how to disappear, how to protect their privacy, and here are 4 things you need if you're going to do it the right way. So what is number one? Number one is you obviously need a place to go. So you need a place to go before you disappear. You don't want to just try and vanish one day and go sleep out in the woods and all that kind of stuff because it may look cool in the movies, not cool in real life. So when I tell people this, I say, well, you can go get, some cabin in the woods. You can get a shipping container on some dirt cheap property. One of my favorite places to go are RV parks. There's over 13,000 RV parks in the United States. And when you go to these RV parks, most of them are mom and pop owned. So you don't have to worry about being in some database and all that kind of stuff. And don't bring your own RV. You want to rent one of their RVs. So many RV parks, they have RVs you can rent there monthly. And that is what you want to do. That way there's even less of a paper trail. So pick a place to go. Keep it easy. Go to an RV park and plan ahead. So you need to know, like, hey, the RV park I'm going to go to is this one that is, 10 hours away in Timbuktu, Alabama, or 20 hours away in the middle of nowhere, Florida, whatever. But you obviously need to call these RV parks first and say, hey, do you have RVs for rent? What do they cost monthly? Tell me about the process. And again, deal with mom and pop places. Don't deal with some big corporation where they're going to want more information and collect more data.
So I'd say to add on to that, make sure you go with someone who's willing to go there and do that part for you. Stay as far away from being seen as possible. If you don't want, and this is the CIA, obviously you don't want a paper trail, but I'm just telling you right now, all right? You want to just get someone who's willing to go be the face for you, almost like a business, bro. You need a CEO. You almost need to recreate your own identity. That person is going to be you doing that whole transaction. Not saying you need a fake ID or anything. I'm saying he put it on his name. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pay month to month, and he make sure he tell you you have a guest there, and you just mask up. You know what I'm saying? That's my way.
So that is number one. Okay, item number two you need before you disappear is a phone that doesn't track you. So if you are in some serious, crazy situation where somebody's gonna murder you, you wouldn't have any electronics at all. But I do consulting with people who have to vanish for various and sundry reasons, not illegal reasons, and oftentimes they're like,
I have to have a phone.
I've gotta have a phone. Okay, so there are a few options. One is, let me pull it out of my pocket here, is my trusty flip phone. Yes, I still use a flip phone. Yes, this is my real phone. But by going back to consulting, people are like, hey, I need a smartphone because of, just to make life easier, and I need a phone that doesn't track me. That is this phone here. This is called the Ghost phone. So what in the heck is the Ghost phone? It is a special phone that runs Graphene OS. So what is Graphene OS? Well, basically, it's an operating system that does not track you. So we know that Google, they want to track all your information. They want to sell it to all the data broker websites. They're making a fortune off of that. They want to know exactly where you're at, where you went to dinner, yada, yada, yada. Graphene OS in this Ghost phone stops all those tracking pixels. So they don't know where you are, they don't know where you're going.
Okay, Stewie's going to the party.
Yeah, but where's Chris going?
I have no idea. He's completely off the grid.
And if you need to disappear and you say, hey, Jason, I have to have a phone, it's got to be a smartphone, use the Ghost phone. Because a regular phone is going to track everywhere you go. It's going to leave a digital trail. People are going to know your location. You're going to be easy to find. And if you want to have more privacy, if you want to disappear, make sure you're using the right phone. If you want to get one of these, which I do like, even though I'm a flip phone guy for my smartphone, I do like this. Click the link in the description. Use coupon code JASON. They'll give you $50 off. Absolutely worth it. Again, click the link in the description. Code JASON, $50 off. Okay, thing number three.
Well, like, hey, he has 4 fingers up and he says thing number three. I just want you guys to realize that. Can't never trust a CIA agent or former CIA agent. Here's the thing with the third option. I'm going flip phone. I'll go as far as to saying buy a burner phone. Obviously you want cash and you want to buy phones every day or whenever you need to make a call. It's easy when you go to these little Cricket, Digicells, or other places where you could just buy a phone for the time being, get a number, break it, throw it in the garbage after you use it, make your phones out in public so it's not like tracking you to your place, and then go back to your little cabin or wherever you are so you have no digital footprint. Take your phone calls in different areas. I don't, again, completely disappearing is not possible. You get what I mean? Like, don't listen to him and think that disappearing is a thing that you can do easily. It's gonna be a constant practice of what they don't preach today, which is privacy. So you're gonna have to be private. Obviously, if you need a phone, you're gonna have to go into areas that are like, I guess, phone heavy. You don't want to make your calls in your RV home because they can track that to the place you made your phone call to. So you kind of want to go out. Maybe you go out for dinner, maybe you go out somewhere. Um, yeah, you have to be outside to make that phone call. Not saying you have to be around people, but you kind of got to be outside, maybe in an alley or somewhere, make that phone call and then walk out, break the phone, throw it in the garbage. And yeah, the next time you need to make that phone call, get another phone. But it's gonna be a constant practice of privacy, making sure that you can't ever be found technically because the device that you're using is always going to be burned, but also making sure that your location isn't revealed in the event that you are hiding or don't want to be found. And again, remember, he says this is tip number three, but this is four fingers he's holding up. So like tip number three.
I'm putting them four. Thing number three that you absolutely must have is some way to generate cash. Now, if you've got a lot of money, bring that cash with you. Don't empty your bank account like the day before. Do it slowly, building up cash. But you've got to have some kind of skill or way to generate cash. If you really want to disappear, you're not going to go get a normal 9 to 5 job. You're going to do something where you're getting paid in cash. What does that mean? Well, you might be a day laborer. You might be waiting at Home Depot getting picked up to do day labor stuff. You may be working in a restaurant getting paid under the table. In Texas, where I do a lot of business, they have these car washes. I jokingly call them like the homeless people car washes, where it looks like a homeless person is running a car wash and they get paid in cash, and those guys are making a lot of money because I've asked them and they're making bank. So think about some kind of job. You might have to be a little creative, but when you get to your new life, you've got to have a way to generate cash. And it could be running classified ads in a local paper, using your phone that can't track you, and saying, hey, handyman for hire, or I do tree trimming, or whatever. A lot of these mom and pop places you're going to go disappear to, conservative states with small populations, they have these local newspapers where you can place classified ads and find jobs that way. Okay, final thing you need if you're going to disappear.
Yeah, that cash one is important. A lot of people think that you can still use debit cards and yo, that's the whole reason why drug dealers are hard to find. You know what I mean? They operate on cash, and all the drug dealers today that operate on Cash App and all of these digital platforms, they ain't really drug dealers, bro. Like your money could be seized, stopped ASAP. If you get in cash and you work in the block, that's money that the IRS isn't touching. You know who you attract? FBI, CIA. You know what I'm saying? Those big three-letter agencies to make sure they get your ass.
Here, numero quattro is transportation. So I'm going to tell you the right way to do it and the wrong way to do it. Okay, transportation is ideally this new mom and pop place you're going to is going to have public transportation, because you're not going to go buy a fancy new car that's going to track you wherever you go. You don't want to get pulled over and have your driver's license, and if somebody is really good stalking you, can then say, hey, I see Jason got a speeding ticket in the middle of nowhere, Florida, right? So you're going to take public transportation. Now, if you say,
Hey, I've got to have my own car.
well, it's got to be an older model vehicle. I'm talking pre-2000. And yes, I do own these. One of my favorite vehicles is my 1995 Dodge Ram pickup. I've also got a 97 vehicle, so I've got some of these vehicles. But don't go buy a 2026 brand new car that is tracking you 17 different ways. So you've got to be very smart about your transportation when it comes to your disappearing. And again, depending on your threat level, if you have a serious threat level, you're never driving again. You're only taking public transportation, or you're walking. Obviously, I hope you don't have any serious threats, but we live in a crazy day and age. You might have a coworker stalk you, an ex-husband, ex-wife, ex-boyfriend. So please follow these four things. I promise they will keep you safer.
Yeah, with the car, I'd say get a chauffeur. You know what I mean? Get someone that you can pay cash to. Again, this goes in relation with I think number two or number three that he said with the phone. Get you a little burner. Make sure he meets you at a specific location. Break the phone. Wait at the location. Pay him in cash. Ensure that he knows stuff that's like word of mouth, so you don't have to keep buying phones and breaking it. Um, make sure he's not driving a car that's like what you said the year is, but make like for me, when it comes to transportation, I'm gonna tell you what I do. I get me a little African. You know what I'm saying? I get me an African that's here on different type of like reasons, immigration. He got here in with his mom and stuff like that. So he's a good kid, you know what I mean? Give me a nice little clean CPN. That's what I'm gonna call him. Clean CPN. Get you a nice clean CPN. Then after you get that situated and all of that stuff, you go and make sure he has a vehicle. But obviously you don't want to attach to his name because it does bring interest. So you might want to get the 1998 car that's not trackable and stuff like that. Or you just go to a fucking mechanic, you know what I mean, and make sure you pay that mechanic good cash. And this is just my honest opinion because it's gonna cost money to keep your privacy. Etch the car license, switch it out, take out all the tracking stuff, like really make your car your car. You get what I mean? Or at least a ghost car that they can't track. And tell that nigga to drive clean because that car is dirty. At that point the car is dirty. It's not the car that you bought, it's some other next shit. Have paperwork for that car. He's driving. So like obviously if he get pulled over, you get caught, you know what I'm saying? But this is if you just don't want cameras to be tracking you and stuff like that. Obviously it's gonna draw attention and stuff. So like, get you a little clean CPN, get you a 1990s car that's not like too out there. And don't travel the distance where you might draw attention to yourself. Like, don't be in the middle of the road at 3 a.m. in the morning driving back to Florida, West Bubblefuck, and expect cops not to follow your trail. Like, travel smartly, travel between the hours. That's more foot traffic and traffic in general. But that's my opinion. I feel like this is a good list. But there's definitely way more things you can do because I'm gonna be pretty sure and say that people want to watch TV. You're gonna need a ghost laptop, and a monitor that could project. Like you're just gonna need a couple things to make this like solidified. But this is Jason Hanson. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.